Hello everyone, this is Ep120 and welcome to episode 120 of Ep120's Enigmatica 2 Ep120 series. As much as I like episode 20, episode 120 is another fun one. So today we are continuing our work on the ultimate ingot. We need a lot of ingots. And I just ran into probably one or two that we don't quite have on automation yet. Night Slime and Pig Iron. So let's knock these guys out as like one of our very first things that we're gonna do to get automation going, right? So we got Cobalt, Ardite, and Manulin. That's no problem. There's been a bunch of other ingots that I prepared between episodes, including Ivory and Ebony, which, as I promised last episode, I would take care of along with the Psi Metal stuff. So Ivory requires a spell called Ebony and Ivory. It basically converts the spell. Can I do a lookup on this guy? Probably not. He can do nether quartz into ivory substance and coal into ebony substance. And then you combine those, you know, with a Psi Metal ingot. And that spell has to be cast in the end. So I did pop over to the end to cast it. But now I have a Psi spell for both Infusion, Greater Infusion, and Ebony and Ivy, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. So what we're going to do now is Night Slime. So looking at Night Slime, right, it looks like the only way to really get this guy, there's essence for him. So if we needed a lot of Night Slime, we might create, you know, Night Slime essence. But for now, let's go the smelting method, right? So we can basically come over here like we were doing with some of our other things, and we've got our ingot former, and we're going to add to the self an extract. So we still have Osgo glass in there, don't we? And Mirian, I presume. So I think Alumite's really the only thing we need here. So Night Slime Bucket we're going to re-add, right? And that's Alumite, which is also something we need, right? So Night Slime ingots are 1 iron, 1 purple slime, and 2 seared stone. So that's 2 stone. And 1 purple slime and 1 iron. I want to say that's the ratio, right? So let's prepare this guy. 40 patterns. Get me another 40 for next time we make a lot of... Oh, glowstone? We're short on glowstone? Really? Oh, you just don't know how to convert glowstone into glowstone. Well, that's a problem, isn't it? Can we... We can do that. That's a recipe? Neat. That's a cool recipe. When in doubt, right? Alright, so let's see. Somebody commented on an episode earlier that there's like a bunch of available slots near the top here. I don't think that's true, though. Yeah, I was going to be surprised if we were low on glowstone. So that's cool. And now we want to put in this mode 2, 1, because I'm pretty sure you get 72 millibuckets from each cobble for seared stone. So we put those 3 in there. You're not going to allow... Ooh. Ooh. We might need to double this. It might need to be 4 cobble and 2 iron. Let's do 4 cobble and 2 iron. Cool. Because it looks like we get twice as much liquid slime as I thought. So we need all the ratios to come out correctly, right? So 1 iron. Really. Realistically, it's 1 iron. And 4 cobble. Okay. One iron, 1 slime, and 4 cobble. And then we should be cool. And that should be all Night Slime ingots now. Beautiful. And that makes 2 because we doubled it. So it's 1 Night Slime ingot per for that. Cool. And let's just validate this pattern real quick, just because I had to make so many changes to it. But I'm pretty sure that'll work. And see, I told you it was a good idea we set up this interface. Right? Told you it was going to be a good idea that we set up this interface at some point. So Night Slime then. We want 1. You put in the things. Boom, boom, boom. Right? They all smelt up. The appropriate bucket of liquid is extracted and made into an ingot. Perfect. Perfect. All right, so there's your night slime. So that's one of them. The next one we need is pig iron, which should be fun. Because, of course, there's a thing called pig iron. That's, you know, oink. Okay. Because, of course, there is. So it is an iron ingot, 40 millibuckets of blood, and a single piece of clay. So iron, clay, and then we have to figure out blood. Iron, clay, and then we also have to figure out blood. Right? So pig iron. What makes this a pig? Whatever. Rotten flesh gets me 40 millibuckets of blood. All right, well, that was easy. So then what we're going to do is clear this pattern out. Iron, clay, and flesh. We'll see if the ratios are right, because I'm not sure about the clay bit. Right, so there's your 40 millibuckets of blood, which should be easy peasy. Right, there's... All right, so I need to double the blood and iron. So realistically, what we need is 2 iron and 2 flesh. Okay. 2 iron and 2 flesh and a single piece of clay. And that'll get me 2 ingots of pig iron then. Right? All the ratios should come together nicely there. All we now need to do is tell you pig iron is cool. Huzzah! And that'll get me 2 ingots of pig iron. See, it turned out to be a good idea to set all this up. I like this auto-crafting system, by the way. This is a neat way to auto-craft with the Tinker Smeltery. I've done Tinker Smeltery auto-crafting in the past, but, I mean, that's still new, right, to me? I don't think I've done it that way before. Aluminum brass, silicon ingot, and titanium ingot. Aluminum brass, which is on autocraft. Hooray. Silicon ingot is made... Oh, well, that's easy. Will this one also do that? Because that would be cool. Of course it doesn't. Why would it be that easy? Electric arc furnace, huh? I don't want to have to do that. Manufactory sand. Okay, that works. That works. Silicon ingot. Manufactory sand recipe. Beautiful. Manufactory. Good to go. Silicon ingot. Yay! Yay, we have it on autocraft now. Beautiful. Right, so there was your aluminum brass and silicon ingot. And then we had titanium and ender ingot. So titanium should be easy. We have tons of that. Ender ingot. What's an ender ingot? Enderium base. Ender ingot is from extended crafting. I wish you could see my face right now because I'm doing a what face? But okay, ender ingot needs this mode, and that would be apparently that. Okay, now we know how to make ender ingots. Well, that was easy. I got worried for a minute. I'm like, what kind of rabbit hole are we about to get into? Right? What kind of rabbit hole is this gonna be? An ender ingot. Oh, no, that was easy. That was easy. All right, so last up we've got enhanced ender ingot. Okay, we now may in fact be rabbit holing, right? And then it looks like a lot of the alchemical brass, thaumium, and void metal. So these three we're gonna probably need to look into. Probably seed them would probably be the easiest way to automate them, because void metal I know to be a pretty complicated process. So we can make void metal seeds, but we're going to need a lot of void metal blocks for that. And and I have to learn how to make void metal through Thaumcraft. So that might be a thing we're doing today. That very much might be. But we're getting towards the end, right? But enhanced ender ingot? Oh, look at you being a fancy little ender crafter. Do we have one of these set up? I feel like we don't. I don't think we've made one of these, have we? I feel like we don't have one of these set up. And what's an ender star? That's also made in here. Okay, that's fair. The question is, how automatable is this machine? That is the ultimate question. So to make this, right, we've not played with these before, so let's get 10 of them and get some eyes ready. Okay. Wasn't it? Wasn't it called? Oh, extended. Extended crafting. So you're the ender crafter, but you also need ender alternator, which... Oh, okay, I see. That's why. Right. So get me... I don't need to learn this, I don't think. But I think I want you to know how to make these things. Because if this works, I'm pretty sure this works. Remember the old extra utilities way of crafting? The more of these things you put around it, the faster it goes. Right? So if we get like 10 of them to start, that shouldn't be too bad. It's really not an expensive component. You do need a bit of space. Not a huge amount of space, but a bit of space. So this looks like as good a place as any. And this can get much bigger, right? But here's the problem, is I don't know if we can automate this guy in a good way, right? I don't know if that's a thing we can do. Now, it's possible that because this is from the same mod, right? Automated interface. Can this... Do you think the automated interface would work? Automation interface. Okay, fair enough. So automation interface needs a black iron frame. So I'm going to want 2 of these, because there's 2 recipes I need to autocraft. 2 crystalline components and an elite catalyst. 2 crystalline components. And, I mean, ultimately I want 4 of them, so like, might as well. Right? And then we're going to need 8 of these. And I usually just make a stack at a time of this stuff. Oh, right, we're out of glowstone. Craft me 1,000. Right? Extended crafting automation interface needs this times a few more. Cool. And then 2 of these. Boom. And then make this. Boom. And boom. Alright. So my hope here is that I can do something like... So it was a nether star. Right? In this guy. And 4 eyes of ender. So if I do this, I'm hoping that you table recipe. Ooh, he's not recognizing save recipe. Oh, he is recognizing. Sweet. All right, so you need a little bit of forge energy, which shouldn't be too big a deal, right? Because we can get a flux point here. Cool, with me so far. But channels in this room is a problem, isn't it? Channels may be a problem for this room, I do believe. Because right now you're using 8. 8! Right. So what we might want to do is densify this guy up. So give me some dense cables. Just enough. And while you're at it, a few more smart cables. Are you cooking, buddy? You're getting to work, that's for sure. Because if I can split this in an intelligible way, right, we can easily tap this off, right? So what I'll do while that's cooking, right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to disconnect this and run him like so. So that he all of a sudden is using 7 channels. Wow, that's actually a lot. And you're doing 2. That's a little bit more of a split than I intended. It did free up some channels for me, though, so yay. But also, ouch. Also, you're no longer needed, technically. Maybe I need to split this a little bit differently down here. What do we got going on down here? Channels rapidly becoming like the bane of my problematic existence. Oy. Really need to look into rearranging the base, right? Like, really need to look into that. And maybe we can make things a little bit more efficient, right? Because you're export busing apple oak saplings, right? Couldn't I just keep apple oak saplings in stock here? And then... So, like, you're no longer needed. And we could have conduits for you and you. Right? And we'll just say, hey, you keep in stock. Okay, we'll swap you with this and you with that. And you on the east can be extract always active, and on this can be insert, and this can be extract always active. That works. See? See how cool that is? Right? And that saved me another channel. Boom. Now we're using only 6 channels over here. That's pretty good. See how that works out? All right. And then my dense cable, we have to reconnect stuff, right? Oh, actually, no, because you're... I don't think we need any more dense cable, right? You're good? Unless we wanted to run it all the way over here. In that case, that would like split us one more channel, ultimately. So what I'd like to do... I don't know if you go this far, but let's find out. There's all my dense. There's all my light. The dire wire is about to get real. Alright, so what if we... Instead of this, right? Reconnected that, but not as dense. Okay, so that should bring us back up to 1 used here and 8 used here. No, 7 should be used here. Right, because we removed 1. Right? But then what we can do is split you in half. And this is just bad planning on my part, as usual. Organically growing base, it's a thing that happens. All right, so now what we should have is a more even split of channels, right? So you've got 3 in use up there, and you've got 5 in use here, and that's not terrible. So that gives me more room to do stuff here if I want at some point, or like here in this general area, and then this one's split off. So if I really wanted to, I could tap into this line. I think that's what I'll do. Right, and we'll have our interface here. So let's get our interfaces. Pop him there, right? Now you've got that. Auto. This interface will automatically insert items in the inventory to the direction specified. Eject items from the input slot into the output slot if the item can't be inserted. What do I have going on over here? Because that wording is confusing to me. Auto insert is off. Auto extract is up. So what we want is auto extract to be north. And that should drop him in there. See? The understar went in there. Cool. That's what we want. Perfect. Okay? Now what I'm probably going to have is another table right here. The other automation interface will go here. He's not seeing a table, though. Do you have to be on top of the table? Because that's kind of annoying. So theoretically, this should also work. And then we can have more conduiting. Okay. And then you can be here, and you will also be north, right? Now I just have to set the recipe for you, right? So for you, I need this guy. Well, let's keep him in there, right? Because we want to run our cabling. Okay. And this we can make faster, by the way. By putting more of those tables around it. We'll see if that's necessary. All right, so when we hook this up, this thing should disappear because he should now be online. Yay! Yay, 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 yay. Good, 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 good. All right, let's just validate that none of our channels are a problem here, right? So we've got 5 here, we've got 5 here now, and these guys roll into this guy who's 16, who rolls into over here. I just want to make sure we don't have any problem with channels coming out of the thing. 24 and 16, so we're good. We're good. All right, cool. So now what we need is this pattern. We need to learn how to make an ender star, which is this. And then we also need to learn what you're used for, which is this. Okay? And these guys are going to go chill here for the ender star and here for that. So if I take out my ender star and I say I want this and hit start, what's going to happen is you should be crafting this now. With 1 nether star and 4 eyes of ender. Yes. The interface will automatically insert items from the inventory to the direction specified. Will not allow auto insert to insert items into the input slot that can't be inserted into the table. You're saying 1 nether star. Why are you not putting nether stars in there? That actually should be working to my understanding of this mod. So did I derp up the recipes? This thing, right? So let's pop down there and try it manually for a sec. So you're working now, right? Do we have this problem over here? No, because you went directly in, so you should be fine. You should be fine doing this. Huh. That's really funny. So what I'm going to try instead, well, to be, let's get a couple crates. We're out of coal? Because of course we are. We've been burning our coal like crazy, to be fair. Just annoying to me that we happen to hit it while we're right here doing this. Okay. Can I have crates now? Thank you. So I'm wondering if it's for some reason thinking that there's something stuck. So what we're going to do... No, we still have them. Cool. Is you, and you. Be an extract always active, and a down is insert. Cool? So let's try that now. You're not stuck crafting. So can you please make me an ender star? Now it's good. That's what I think it was. Why you have 2 in there? Did I have one from before? That might be the case. Doesn't matter. We're cool. We're cool now. So basically what was happening is it was trying to put the nether star in before the Eyes of Ender went into the Ender Crafter. And that was a bit of a problem, right? And remember, we can totally speed this up by simply making a bunch more of these, which are super cheap. And it doesn't cost power or anything. It's just the more of these that are nearby, the faster the crafting. Pretty sure that's accurate, at least. And then your craft should be complete, right? And then we have another star. Did we get our star? I think we did. Nice. Cool. Let's make another one just to validate that everybody's happy. We should see purple particle effects. That means things are working. Boy, it's still slow though, isn't it? You can really speed it up. Like, you can like surround this thing with these stupid things, but you know, like, you can get pretty crazy with the amount of ender alternators nearby, and just everyone just makes it a little bit faster, right? But I think ultimately that's cool. Now let's try crafting one of these. Right? Are you going to be derpy? So I think right now it's crafting another one of those because it didn't have one. But then it should be cool, right? And then you guys... Oh, you know what? You don't have a recipe. You don't have a recipe. Hang on, I can make a recipe. Save recipe. There we go. Cool. And I probably will have to do the same crate thing. So let's cancel you for a sec. I'm suspecting the same thing is going to happen that happened over there. So just let's get ahead of it by doing this. Boop. Right? And then you're going to be north, extract always active, and down can be insert. Cool. So now you're not connecting to each other, so you shouldn't have any problems. I like it. All right, so now can you make me one of these guys? You know what, you're still crafting. No, you're not. Why are you guys being purple? Oh, you're making one of those. Oh, cool. Well, then it's working and everybody's happy. Nice. All right, cool. Can you make me another one of them real quick? Available is 1, so that's good. Nice. It's working. It's working, guys. It's working. It's 100% working. It's great. All right, cool. So we've got automation enhanced ender essences. So that was the next trick. So we had ender ingot, enhanced ender ingot. Cool. So end steel, solarium, vibrant, and electrical. Do we have end steel? I think we could teach it though, because that's pretty easy from what I understand. We just need an alloy smeltery for this. End steel. Uses a lot of power, but it ain't too bad to make. The alloy smeltery, this guy, also probably has a lot of slots not available. Ugh. A real lot of slots not available. A real lot of slots not available. I'm going to replace... I'm going to replace ferroboron over here and pop ferroboron back into this interface. I just want to make sure ferroboron still crafts properly. Pretty sure that's accurate. You're making a steel blend, you're making steel, and you're doing your thing. Cool. And now end steel should be cool. Nice. Progress. Progress, progress. Solarium, vibrant, and electrical. So I'm pretty sure all of those are auto-craftable, right? Solarium, definitely on the auto-craft. Vibrant should also be on the auto-craft. And electrical steel, also on the auto-craft. Good. So half of what I'm doing here is getting one of each item that I need, and the other half is making sure that we have one of each, that all of this stuff is auto-craftable. And at this point, literally every one of these ingots is auto-craftable at this point, right? Insanium is good. Alchemical brass, probably not, right? So Insanium is probably good, right? That we can auto-craft. Now it's just the 3 Thaumcraft ingots that we have left, right? Which, not the end of the world. We should be able to pull that off. And I want to say, right, so alchemical brass, you don't have the thing. So another way to make alchemical brass. It's not looking good. It ain't looking good, folks. It ain't looking good. We may need to automate the crucible. That looks to be the only way to do it. I don't see another way to make alchemical brass. So crucible automation may be in our immediate future. Not the end of the world, right? Because we've got this guy. So we can set up the thaumatorium with alchemical brass. If we need a lot of it. That's the real question, is how much of this do you think we'll need? Like, what I could do is just start off with, hey, here's... make some alchemical brass, right? And you're just... Do you have any of that? I think that's Flint has that, right? In spades. Yeah, it does. Oh, good, you're doing the thing. Yeah. Let's just throw some extra Flint in here. So I think what I'll do right now is just, like, we're cool... Let's let this thing be groovy, right? Nobody complains. We'll let it be non-automated. And then we'll have like a stack of alchemical brass, because I don't know if we need more than 64 of these. I'm thinking we don't necessarily need more than 64. So if we have a stack of alchemical brass, I'm cool with that. Right? So like, you guys chill. Do your thing. And we'll call alchemical brass good. But thaumium has seeds. So we'll probably want that. And then void metal has seeds. So you want to make a quick thaumium? Right, so we just need any tier 3 seed and tier 4 crafting seeds. Did we do thaumium? Oh, we did, actually. We already did the thaumium essence. Well, would you look at that? That's the one I happened to choose, which was a good job me. For some reason, I had it in my head like, maybe I already did thaumium. Good job, Direwolf. Okay, good job, Direwolf. So alchemical brass, we'll just note if we need to automate that at some point, we can. But thaumium's automated, so booyah. Right, now we just need void metal seeds, right? So void metal, I remember that being a little bit tricky. We're going to have to do some Thaumcraft research to get into that one. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to wrap up the episode here. So let's do this. Between episodes, I'll do Thaumcraft research, right? Because I know you guys aren't usually a huge fan of watching me do research. That can get a little boring at times. But we'll get into the point where hopefully we can make void metal. I just have to figure out like where, I'm sure it's under alchemy, right? So there's liquid death and all that stuff. But I'm guessing it's in here somewhere. So I'll do a little bit of off-camera research into Thaumcrafty stuff. For now, Ep120 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We will be back next time to do some void metal and then void metal seeds. All right, guys, take it easy.